Hey, how's it going? We'll give the chat a couple minutes to fill up here. How's everybody doing this evening? Marco is up in here early. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, somebody else up in here. I don't know. Yeah, it usually takes a couple minutes for it to get going. Maybe I'll starting them a few minutes early. That way, there we can actually kind of get started at if that makes sense. But yeah, how is everybody doing tonight? Wagging like a champ. Chaos, what's happening, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. How was your week going, my man? Yeah, I'm still a little under the weather. Yeah, that kind of took a whooping on me. Kind of spent the week being sick, just working on some little detail stuff here and there. But yeah, lack of energy this week for sure. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping for an early spring, but yeah, we're back to cold temperatures up here. It's like down 20 degrees at night again. It's getting warmer though during the day, like mid 40s. So that's kind of a plus. Hopefully, we get an early spring, get out there, get some good weather going. I was surprised one of your YouTube shorts actually. Yeah, I did a deep dive on that and started going through settings and looking stuff up. Yeah, it might have been the settings. Um, Gonzo, what's happening, channel member? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure, my man. Yeah, so I think yeah, it sucks. I got a ton of views in February, but nobody could leave comments. Yeah, that was a little strange, but I think I've got that sorted out now. I think. I don't know. Everybody try going back and leaving a comment. Cause yeah, nobody could leave comments. LP Outdoor Adventures, how's it going, man? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure. What's everybody carrying today? Of course, I'm carrying my Spyderco Sage 5 CF. Probably be carrying that for quite some time still. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, guys? That's what I always say. Trying to keep somewhat of a minimalist mentality going on here, which is tough to do when you're on the YouTube. Yeah, a lot of channels are into the this is new, that's new. Yeah, LP's carrying Civivi Elementum. Yeah, there's a lot of those going around. The Civivi Elementums, those are pretty popular. How are you digging it? Blade Show Texas, ProTech, X Chavez, Scapegoat. Oh, you're at Blade Show Texas? Is that this week? Or limited edition Blade Show Texas? If it's not broke, give it a marine. It'll be yeah, exactly. They'll break anything, huh? So yeah, doing a little eye candy out here tonight. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Can't forget the Predator tools. Yeah, what's the name of this thing again? It's the Model 85 C Crusader. Hand digging tool. This ain't your grandma's gardening tool, that's for sure. Was from Blade Show, Texas. It was a while ago. Right on. Just got it, so I haven't been able to do much with it. Beat it up. No, don't beat it up just for entertainment value. We're going to move this over a little bit more. Just a smidge more. See what else we can fit in this tonight. How many pieces can we fit in here tonight? Yeah, I was interested in Blade Show for a while, but I've lost interest. I'm gonna keep my knife hobby exactly where it is. I have what I need, and I like looking at other people's knives. It's the best way to do it. It's the best budget too. Like you can have unlimited budget for looking at other people's knives. It's man, I've been doing it since like QVC was a thing, the late night knife thing. I never ordered any of those, but hey, yeah, it is. It's a lot more. It's like the boat you enjoy most is going to be your friend's boat. Like never buy a boat. Just have a friend who has a boat. Boats are stupid expensive. It's not even the cost of the boat; it's the cost of the operation. Same thing. Aviation's the same way. Man, you can get a decent little airplane like a Cessna 152 or a 172 for like the cost of an SUV or so, like 40-50 grand. And it's a good condition airplane. But man, the maintenance and the cost of flight per hour and everything, that's what gets you. Beat it like yeah, beat it like an insolent stepchild, or beat it like a $2 whore looking for a pay raise. Probably not the appropriate. Yeah, no, I should edit that out, huh? Dude, no wonder why YouTube doesn't put my stuff out. Like you can't be saying that. It's inappropriate. It's just a saying though. It's not like who's really doing that. Pimps is doing that. That's who. But nobody here is a pimp. Or I don't know. Maybe everybody's pimping and I just don't know it. But wow, another day in paradise, living the dream. What could possibly go wrong? Um, yeah, yeah, and of course the Grand First Brooks Wildlife Hatchet. We're gonna throw that in there. Doesn't quite fit the way we wanted it to, but it's working. Yeah, pimping ain't easy. Yeah, so we're definitely switching stuff up this month. I'm trying to come up with some new content stuff, some get out and do something because yeah, insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different result. So if I want things to change here on YouTube, I definitely got to change the way I'm doing stuff. So yeah, we're going to be switching it up quite a bit this month. February was good for us. February, I did a whole lot of, how much content can you put out? It's quite the project. But we did really well for February. March was kind of a lot slower. It's like I don't know if I want to be doing all that. But yeah, April's here. We're gonna smash it. So Neil McKenzie, welcome to the chat. How you doing, my man? Always a pleasure. So yeah, we're gonna try to switch up quite a bit of what we're doing here on YouTube. I mean, we're still gonna continue with the lives, but I think I'm gonna switch the way I do those. Um, yeah, I guess we did a lot better when we were doing more lives, but I just got to find a happy medium. Like the twice a day thing's a bit much, and it doesn't leave a lot for getting out doing stuff. And especially if you're trying to post a bunch of shorts and stuff as well. So, yeah, we're gonna do some more experimenting the rest of this month. So we'll be back to putting out more content. I'm finally mostly over whatever it was that ails me. Yeah, that was kind of tough running fevers and not sleeping right, not eating right. Yeah, a little sickness will take you right out of the game, but yeah, feeling a bit better. I'm towards the tail end of it. You can tell you're just kind of like run down still from being sick. So not 100% yet, but we're not going into the negatives. On the cup. Oh, that is a Exotac spark nano spark. Yeah. It's just a little sparker thing. I actually got it for the sole purpose putting it in with my cook kit cuz anybody have like the piezo lighters whatever not work and stuff like that. So yeah, this was one of the few Exotac pieces I was missing, so I decided just to grab it. So you can carry like 5 flints in it as well. It also has one little tinder tab in there, so you could those will take a spark pretty decent. Not a fan of the tinder tabs though. These things are like 12.50 for like 12 of them. So like yeah, the little tiny thing is like $1 a piece and change. Kane Miranda, welcome to the chat. How's it going? Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, I think they're kind of cool, but get two, they're small. The other thing is I ended up ordering two. One of them was factory direct, this one, and this one was from a small dealer. And that's how much the OD like that's one of my pet peeves. The one on the right's definitely OD. The one on the left is like that lime green color. And I checked the packaging; they're legit, but there's a wide variable in there for Exotac anodizing. I guess green must be a tricky color. All their black stuff comes out black, you know. All their orange stuff always look the same orange, but for some reason they're OD. Yeah, like this is their the X reel, and same thing. This is the X reel's definitely OD. I'm stoked about that. That would have sucked not to get that one an actual OD. But yeah, yeah, these two match, but they always come out with this lime green every once in a while. But is that just me that notices that stuff? I don't know. You know, Exotac to me has always been like a premium product. So you kind of expect, you know, like the things you expect from premium stuff, like consistency, quality control, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't affect the function at all. It's just aesthetic. So I guess it gives us a reason to send something to Berkel's for more Cerakote. So yeah, anybody got anything planned for this weekend? Any hiking, biking, anything like that? I got to try to get out and do something. The weather here is looking, yeah, we're getting, I don't know, supposed to be rain at some point tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, yeah, we're looking at a couple days of rain. But yeah, hey, it's April, right? April showers bring May flowers, and yeah, I haven't talked to everybody in a while, so happy April, guys. Tony Gilbert, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Make two sets. Don't you have more than that don't match? Yeah, I do. I've got the Titan light and the match cap that doesn't match. It's actually almost to the point I'll have a light green set and a dark green set. I did have some of their black stuff. I had a few things in black, like the little Nano Striker. I also had like a match cap and a rip spool and stuff. I gave some of it away though. I'm like, I really don't need more than one set. So I know somebody else that was looking into some of that stuff. So I was like, hey, let me. I'll just send it to you. And so yeah, kind of prevent the over clutter, the too much material things at the same time. Yeah, I have 5 bics in my go bag. Yeah, I've usually got at least two or three kicking around. I'll have plus I've carried a match cap, you know, a set of matches or some type in a case for Jesus as far back as I can remember. Yeah, since I was like knee high to a grasshopper, man. I even had one thrown in my tackle box because you never know if you're gonna catch something worth filleting. You got to get a fire going, right? Cook it up, put it on a stick and cook it. Yeah, we used to do that. Um, Man, had a hell of a day. Had my siding replaced. Took forever. Yeah, yeah. What kind of siding? Like quickie. New house lock and key. Welcome to the chat, my man. How goes it? Yeah, I think everybody's picked up. I do like the Exotac, the fire sleeves, man, the waterproof cases. Like I've got two, and typically like one in the pocket, one in the pack. You know, first line, third line kind of thing. Yeah, and then I'll have a couple more randoms. But like I said, I usually carry like the match cap, the XL, so it's got like a full set of 25 matches in there. The UCO stormproof ones, I've never really had to use them. I think I've used them just to rotate them. You know, you gotta use your gear, gotta get a little practice with it once in a while. Nah, we had old aluminum ones. Needed to go got composite now. Right on. Did you recycle the aluminum? Man, that could have been worth some coin. Like, yeah, that's I don't know how that works out, but yeah. Um, Oh yeah, yeah, new house. Yeah, I saw the monster can thing you did as well as the little pick setup. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dean, welcome to the chat. What's happening? Did he get it too? Didn't you too? Yeah, yeah, almost 3K for the siding. Right on, man. Yeah, that took a little dent out of the inflation going on. Yeah, the inflation's striking again, man. Oh, what did I see? Like, oh, the this thing here, the Yoyito. There's another company out there that makes these, right? And both of them went up at the same time, like 35%. They went from like 49.95 for just the spool up to like 66.95. So yeah, like 17 bucks, like 35%, somebody round off the math, carry the one divided by two. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, so these went up in price like 35%. Man, and they're made in the USA, so I'm starting to wonder, is it just the other company did it too. What's the name of it? I don't know, some like little Paddle My Creek, whatever's clever. Zoe the Cat channel member, welcome to the chat. How you doing this evening? I got my case knife up on eBay for $250. It wasn't that much. Insurance covered most of it. Oh, nice, nice. Insurance actually covered something. Wow, that's there goes your luck for the year. Yeah, we do. We need a monster can fishing reel. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it's doable somehow. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what we're drinking tonight. We're drinking the crack in a can. Ba-dum-ba. Yeah, green, the only one, the one and only, the choice of champions, no doubt about it. Somebody makes cozy. I want to find some multicam cozies for like my Vargo parabottle and stuff. I wonder if there's somebody out there cranking out cozies. That's got to be a job. Custom cozies. We could sell that at Allen's Snack Bar. Anybody see that? Man, they apparently one of our F-15s got shot down, right? As if that doesn't suck enough. There was a AH-64, like an Apache, not an Apache, a Blackhawk that was damaged and kind of made its way back to base. Then there was an A-10 shot down, and allegedly a second one kind of limped back. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with all that, but yeah, they got uh, yeah, combat search and rescue out looking for. They recovered one of the pilots, the pilot from the F-15, and now they're looking for the second person. And of course, like Iran's got a thing out, like yeah, there's a bounty out for any downed Americans. So that's dude, I guess we got to open a case of whoop ass on them. Yeah, we got our PJs, and I presume Night Stalkers out there finding looking for the guy. Scorched Earth will follow. Yeah, hopefully it turns into, yeah, they got to open a case of whoop ass on them. Little scorched earth goes a long ways. But yeah, I know Iran's getting supported a lot by Russia and China and stuff. So yeah, there's a whole lot going on with that. People on both sides are, yeah. That's yeah, Zoe the cat. Unfortunately, that's the way wars work. Yeah, um, yeah, it costs lives on both sides, no doubt about that. Um, yeah, unfortunately though. Oh, Mrs. Bushcraft is in the chat. Crazy woman, how you doing? Yeah, so yeah, hopefully we find those pilots. Hopefully things get straightened out over there. But yeah, Mrs. B's here tonight. She doesn't have to work until later tomorrow. So that's good news. Yeah, what else was in the news? Yeah, current affairs. I don't know, that was on the top of my list. Other than that, same crazy stuff going on, people protesting stuff they don't even know what they're protesting, that kind of stuff. They ought to start dropping honey hams and bacon. They should. All these feral hogs and everything that we've got running around. Yeah, they should round them up and donate them. Don Ray, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are things in your crazy neck of the woods? How's everybody's gas prices doing? Um, yeah, I hear yeah, gas is going up quite a bit, and it's going to keep going up over the next like 4 to 6 weeks. And I also heard gold crashed. Gold was up as high as like 5,500 an ounce, and then dropped all the way down to 4,100. Like massive drop. One of the biggest drops, if not the biggest drop in gold history. Like, yeah, it went down like 1,400 bucks almost overnight. Yeah, gas is like $5 a gallon. Yeah, a couple Moabs will shut them up. Yeah, exactly, Dean. Yeah, we just need to start dropping those by the dozen. Solid Snake, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. How goes it? Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. That would be a huge help. Trying to get the channel back up and going. So I think that's the game of YouTube though. Is you're constantly trying to get things going. Yeah, I did take it easy this week though. Not gonna lie. Um, Looking for a K truck to save fuel on. Yeah, I think the Moab is the next one just before a nuke. Yeah, I think yeah, it's Moab's definitely a stepping stone towards a small nuke. Um, we got a refinery, so gas is always a little cheaper here. Oh, right on. Yeah, yeah, that does make a difference if you are close to a refinery. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really close in the Northeast. I heard want an e-ride pro maybe too. Yeah, yeah, an e-bike doesn't sound like a bad plan at this point. Yeah, I've been looking more and more into them, but man, they come with a price tag if you're looking for something that can haul a little bit of weight. Yeah, they're not expensive, and a backup battery is like, come on, like $1,000, $900 for a battery. I guess there's some technology behind it, but yeah, a backup battery and a bike that can haul some weight, you're getting into a few $1,000s minimum. Gas prices here in the Chicago area running about 438 at 9 a gallon. I got a mini bike, 90 miles per gallon. Yeah, I've got man, I've still got the Cannondale. I'm getting ready to knock some dust off of that. I got to get in some kind of rides. Just waiting on a nice day, and I'm gonna go out and kick the pedals and yeah, try to knock some of the rust off, get going. Yeah, gotta lose a few more pounds too. Which hey, that was the best part about being sick. Is yeah, I lost at least 5 pounds in the last week being sick. So it's not there's a shiny lining to every side, right? Yeah, we got Norfolk has one as well. Is there one in Norfolk? I didn't realize there was one in Norfolk. Trying to train my dog to pull me on a bicycle. You need some of those sled dogs. That's what they love doing that. Yeah, just half a dozen sled dogs or so, and you're cruising. Gonzo, you're right. 2.0 is getting cheaper. Yeah, the e-bikes have come down quite a bit in price, though. Yes, compared, which is odd. Everything else is going up. But yeah, I was looking at that the Rainbow Megatron for a while, and that thing was up over $9,000, and now it's like half. It's literally like 4,800 or so. It's like yeah, right around half. Went from like 9,200 down to like 4,900 or something. I even got a trailer can pull 300 pounds. Palmer Conley, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Well, it's crazy. I've biked through Norfolk more times than I care to count. Yeah, because I would take Route 17 or whatever down the Delmarva Peninsula, and then you got to catch a shuttle ride over the Chesapeake Bay tunnel bridge system, which drops you right in Norfolk, and then you just keep riding from Norfolk south. Yeah, good times. That was a good time. Yeah, I got to go through there again. Definitely good times. But yeah, Palmer, how you doing, man? You getting out on some adventures, or what have you been up to? Norfolk is nice, but you don't want to take a boat through there. Them shoals are brutal. Yeah, yeah, I don't think I would want to. Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of it. It's from the bridge system and everything. Yeah, yeah, definitely seems brutal. Yeah, I'm more of a land going person. I don't mind jumping out of airplanes, but big oceans and stuff, I'm gonna pass on that. That just doesn't seem like a solid plan. Adam Hayes, longtime channel member, welcome to the chat. Holy week! Wow, how's your week, Adam? I think a lot of people, it's that time of year. I think everybody's done with the poo poo soup weather. We're ready for some good weather. So, it's got to be warm. It's got to be nice. Get out there, have some fun. Haven't been up to a ton, traveling back and forth between Connecticut and Florida, trying to get everything closed up down there and set up here. Wow, yeah, that's a lot of traveling, man. I've done that more times than I care to count. The Yeah, I was doing New Hampshire to Florida trips. Would rather be in the water any day over jumping out of a plane. I don't mind the water sometimes. It's just there's a lot of stuff in there where you're not, it's just crazy. I've done my fair share of scuba diving and snorkeling and things like that, but man, those big waves, big ocean and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. That is, yeah, there's always boats that get eaten up by crazy waves. Oh, getting ready to move house again, Adam. No kidding. Hopefully it's good situation, but yeah, yeah, they call that area outside of Norfolk the graveyard of the Atlantic. A lot of ships went down over there. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Um, yeah, the ocean can be the ocean is unforgiving. Like there's no doubt about that one. Went to Florida 5 times last month. All that flying. Oh, you're flying? Yeah, that's not that bad then, man. I would man, there was back in my younger skydiving days when I wasn't like good and I couldn't get a job in Florida. Um, yeah, I would like drive to Florida nonstop, like 24 hours straight, like Thursday, just so I could skydive like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then yeah, I would head back like Sunday evening and get back like Monday evening. Um, oh, you get on a plane nowadays, you better hope you have a shoot. Yeah. Um, yeah, no, yeah, there's yeah, all kinds of crazy going on with the terrorisms, huh? Yeah, it makes a lot of travel sketchy. They always try to play it off like it's somebody else, but yeah, if you watch for the second round of the intel, yeah, it's always the same. It's always the same. I'm looking for work after the summer. Anyone have a county recommendation for a teacher? Yeah, I can drive to Florida in about 16-ish hours. I can be in St. Augustine. Right on. Man, I love taking a trip. I don't know. I still like cycling, man. I got to do another long trip like that. At least, yeah, within my lifetime, knock on wood, I only got to replace an entire bike and do all kinds of things. But yeah, it would be nice to yeah jump on a bicycle in New Hampshire and go all the way down to Key West again or something. Um, Train isn't bad, especially if you can get that auto rack so you can take your car. Yeah, that would be interesting. If you could take your car with you. I kind of want to do a trip like I was saying. I'd bike down to Florida, but have Miss Bushcraft meet up along the way and finish it out or something, and then get to show her some of the stuff along the way. So it would be fun to do something like that. Like have her do like a support vehicle type thing, like a partially supported ride or something. How long do you usually bike for the long trips? Is this cycling or cycling? Man, I've done it in as short as 10 days, and that was East Marches, Long Island to where was I going? It was I ended up in Tampa Bay, but it's like 45 minutes south of like Zephyr Hills. So I went to Zephyr Hills, but then I hung out there for a few days, and then the last ride, the finishing ride to the Tampa Bay area, man, that wasn't long at all. It was like half a day. But yeah, I've spent like my longest trip was like 47 days, and I just kind of like did a zigzag down the eastern seaboard. Um, yeah, I did that ride. That was from East Marches, Long Island as well, and that was all the way to Key West. Um, Actually, my work point was mile marker 17, which is Lower Sugarloaf Key. So that's where Skydive Key West was. That's where I was working. So that was my goal was to get there. But then the next morning you get up, you strip all the bags off the bike and everything, and yeah, I finish off the ride down the last 17 miles down to the 0 mile marker. But yeah, Adam, it's definitely cycling on a mountain bike. I'm gonna put out some videos this month. I'm getting a few things together. Gonna plan a couple little trips. I gotta start doing the outdoor portion of this channel because the indoor part is driving me crazy. Like, yeah, it's April. I get cabin fever. I want to get outdoors and do stuff. Yeah, even if we start real simple. But me, yeah, I rode my Harley through the Smokies. Oh, right on. Yeah, thanks, Tony. And like I said, it was on a mile. I still got the bike. It's barely surviving, man. I beat her hard. But yeah, um, it's so I'd like to get into some of that stuff. Like I did a lot of like bushcrafting and stuff. Like I started off in the beginning just like credit card touring. Like I'd ride my bike and check into a motel and stop at a restaurant for food and things like that. But I got more and more into the camping aspect, and then I was stealth camping, and then it just became a habit. Um, yeah, it was almost like Forrest Gump, you know. I just started pedaling and pedaling, and I did that for 10 years straight. I would bike down the eastern seaboard to work winters down in Florida, and then I would bike back up north in the spring to work someplace in the Northeast. I've worked in like upstate New York and Long Island, Lebanon, Maine, different spots in Massachusetts and stuff. But yeah, that was my thing. I did that for a decade. Yeah, I completely got rid of driving, and yeah, from the age of 42 until I'm sorry, from 32 until the age of 42. Yeah, that's what I did. I did that for 10 years, and then that's when I finally settled down with Mrs. Bushcraft. So, hey, is that a digging knife? Yeah, new house. Yeah, yeah, literacy is such a help, isn't it? Yeah, man, this one's pretty cool. This is made in New Jersey by a company called Predator Tools. They make some pretty sweet stuff. This is the Model 85C Crusader, and yeah, it got the U.S. stamp there with the number, and then the year with the eagle. Then yeah, I'm not sure if you can see the. I don't want to poke the screen, but yeah, digging use only. But I'm sure you could, in an emergency situation, you could check the density of a coconut with this or something. It could do some damage. But this one here, it's also hollow. It's got a hollow handle, so you can put whatever. Um, it does have a compass on the inside that actually works, that's very cool. And I've opted mine because, whoops, come back. Oh, I lost one. Um, but anyhow, in the handle, I've got those compression tabs, which were working out better than this. What would Ricky Bobby do? Man, of course, it's always when you're going to demonstrate something, it doesn't go as planned. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Okay, maybe I got to rethink this plan. But anyhow, I got there's shit tickets in here for the emergencies. The little tab things. I just pulled this one out, which started coming unraveled. But yeah, emergency shit tickets. We got maybe this one needs to go back to the drawing board. You could put matches in here or fishing stuff or whatever. Maybe not the shit tickets all the time, but yeah. Here, let me grab one that's still in the package. Yeah, so here's what they are. They're these little, little toilet tab things. You put a little moisture there, you got yourself a little wipey action. Because it doesn't matter what you're doing in this world, no job is finished until the paperwork is done. And yeah, but so I had taken a bunch out and put them in the handle here. It kind of works most of the time. Measure the width and length. I can print a tub to put inside to make. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. New house is yeah, like I thought about having like just maybe like a piece of flat cording or something where you could pull the cord up. Um, yeah, like this right here. Um, this has got a tinder tab thing, right? But it's got a little wire hanger, so when you pull it out, it comes with it. The tinder tab does. Well, wouldn't that be magical? Yeah, new house been grinding that 3D printer time and a half. Did you figure out the designing stuff and everything yet, or are you still working on that? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, so so yeah, but anyhow, back to the Predator Tools Model 85C Crusader hand digging tool. Yeah, man, this guy the owner's George Leshy. He's owned the company for like 30 years. Um yeah, right in New Jersey, everything's made in the USA. There's military EOD and recovery teams that carry some of his stuff. He's got a lot of different versions. They range in price from I think like maybe $30 or $40, with this one being the most expensive at like 85. But all that milling in the handle and stuff. So yeah, eventually we're gonna send that down to Burkles and get it Cerakoted. What could possibly go wrong? So yeah, so there's that. Yeah, still running the man. This is gonna be one of my all-time favorite knives. The Phobos knives, Tier 1 BC. I'll be getting this out, doing a lot more with it. We'll do some of that, rugged field use stuff. So far, we've done a lot of fire starting and a little shaving and stuff with it. Just a little messing around. Probably could use a little cleanup. But yeah, we'll be getting some real world use. I'm sure there'll be some hard use in there as well. But yeah, for the most part, we're doing real world use. We won't be cutting any frying pans in half or any cinder blocks in half. I don't really see that happening. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if a cinder block were to attack me, I would I'd ninja it right in half. But yeah, yeah. Same thing with a frying pan. I might end up in like an SHTF situation where somebody's like, "Hey man, I'd like to trade you something. I got something you need," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's only worth half a frying pan. So let me cut this frying pan in half, and then I'll trade you for half a frying pan." I don't know. I don't understand that, but it could happen. It could happen. We're not going to dismiss everything. But yeah, I definitely want to do some overnight camping, some more adventuring on the bike. I've been looking at some different bike builds and whatnot, kind of getting ahead of myself. But hey, man, that's half the fun, right? No, but I did figure out how to buy a commercial license for some stuff. Do you camp that much? Have you watched Lone Survivor? I haven't really watched Lone Survivor. I used to camp a lot, excessive amounts. Like, yeah, I pretty much lived out of my tent for like the better part of a decade, except for places where I legally couldn't, like the Florida Keys. But I had a nice beach house, so that was awesome. Yeah, same thing. Long Island, there was no camping out on Long Island, so we did have a staff house and everything out there, which was kind of goofy. But do you carry that much? Have you watched Lone Survivor? As far as how much I carry, it really depends on what time of year, where and where, why. Like that's a massive variable. Sometimes, but I'm no gram weenie, that's for sure. Like I'm not going without a couple of comforts. I don't really have a big collection. I don't really have a collection per se. I have a lot of tools that I use. Think of it like looking in a mechanic's toolbox. Just mine's a little different. Um, Roman, your mom's collection is bigger. Oh, right on. Yeah, new house. Thanks, man. I definitely appreciate it. Looking forward to it, dude. Um, yeah, Roman, your mom's collection. Oh yeah, that's the Granfors Brooks wildlife hatchet. Um, yeah, but I've been yeah, wow. When I started camping as a kid, back in the I'm Gen X, so we definitely started camping. At least my friends and I did a ton of camping. I got into search and rescue stuff when I was younger. Was awarded a lot of opportunities to do stuff. You know her? She was special forces. Yeah, Grand First Brooks definitely. If man, Grand First Brooks, they definitely make a highly functional tool. Um, it's great. It's great all the way around. But if you're looking for like the ultimate bling, check out the Northman's Guild. Like there like kind of like the knife market. I would call like Grand First Brooks like mid tech. Um, like it's in the highly functional. It's kind of like where it's a good investment. I think you're as far as craftsmanship goes and materials go for the price. Yeah, it's in there. It definitely is. But if you're looking for the ultimate bushcraft bling and you're looking for hatchets and axes and some really really next level stuff that's still highly functional, it's not cosmetic or anything. Check out the Northman's Guild. Um, yeah, dude, Swiss Tech came out with a Trail Boss killer. Isn't Swiss Tech? Isn't that like another one of the Walmart brands or something? Yeah, a pencil. You could do a lot of damage with a pencil, couldn't you? Get a good pencil though, not some trashy one. Who's the one that makes those good pencils? Mainly after it has John Wick's dream pencil. It's like 14 inches long and an inch and a half, 2 inches around. Um, yeah, okay. But anyhow, this one time at Skydive Camp, no kidding, there we was. what could possibly go wrong? Oh, really? Yeah, man. I think I don't know. My notice says as soon as somebody pairs up with Walmart, their quality goes downhill. They just, I mean, the lowest common denominator is your competition. Yeah, sad but true. Yeah, whenever people pair up with Walmart, things go downhill fast. Yeah, I'm not even sure about that. I don't know. I like yeah, pretty much if Walmart's carrying it, I'm not getting it. Yeah, the only thing I get from Walmart is the clay slingshot ammo. And there's no place else to buy it around me. And to mail order it is insane. Yeah, this is the only thing I buy from Walmart. Clay slingshot ammo, 1,500 rounds. It's the 3/8 inch, 9.5 millimeter size, and it's like under $7. Like some of the other places, like online, it's stupid expensive, or it's not even round. It's so like oblong it doesn't fly straight. My buddy just bought an Ozark Trail hatchet saw combo. He broke it in 10 minutes. First time using it. Yeah, I think most of that stuff they're catering to the bug out bag crowd. Like just the people that are like checking the list to yeah, put like I watched it. My favorite YouTuber told me to build this bug out bag, and yeah, yeah. I think it's designed to go in somebody's bug out bag, sit in their closet for a few years, and then end up in a yard sale. If the stuff isn't rusted out. Oh, I agree. The axe was like a cold steel trail boss, but with a sheath and an overstrike guard. But you can order Swiss Tech online. Yeah, Walmart gets into a lot of that third party sales and stuff, don't they? Um, like um, like it's not actually from Walmart, or I don't know how they do that. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Walmart. I try not to shop from them. Like I said, the only thing I know that I buy from them is that clay ammo. Other than that, like we don't. Mrs. Bushcraft doesn't really even shop there. She goes to the grocery store where they're not trying to sell her 800 other things at the same time, or 8,000 other things. Oh yeah, and Walmart's been robbing the taxpayers for years. Yeah, they like self-subsidize, like through paying their employees such low wages. A lot of their employees qualify for like EBT and stuff like that. And then they turn around and they use their EBT money at their place at Walmart to get their 10% discount because they really need it because Walmart doesn't pay for crap. But meanwhile, record profits every quarter, endlessly. Um, Walmart, the mom and pop killer. Yeah, yeah, and they did. They put a ton of good businesses out of business. Like, yeah, Walmart may carry a little bit of everything, but nobody there knows anything about anything. And if you ask a question, they look at you like you got two heads or something. Yeah, there's nobody there with any real knowledge. If there were, they'd be like, "Don't buy any of this gear. It sucks." I only go to Walmart once in a great while because it's a mile from my house. Yeah, ever since Sam Walton cozied up to politicians. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, go figure. The rich people cozy up to the politicians, and then they get richer, and then the politicians get rich. But yeah, nothing to see here, folks. Move right along. Um, yeah, Walmart has enough money in the bank that each member of the Walton family gets over $1 billion a year just in dividends. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Meanwhile, like I said, yeah, their employees are collecting EBT and then using it at Walmart. Yeah, it's like one of those government subsidy things. They like, yeah, if they did pay their employees more, they probably wouldn't shop with them as much, kind of thing. I don't know. Um, yeah, what else do we got going? Where'd the Leatherman Surge go? Yeah, and then of course the Leatherman Surge, integral part of the kit. Leatherman's gotten greedy too. They had, I don't know, did anybody else notice their recent price hike? The Surge went up to $160. The Wave Plus went up to 130. The rebar went from like 80 up to 100. The Signal went up another $10. Rob's nice. What's happening, my man? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, so Leatherman's had a few price hikes in the, yeah, of course. They're I don't know, they're pricing everybody out. It's getting, yeah, inflation's getting to be overwhelming. Fuck Leatherman, they discontinued the which one's that? The Crunch? The Crunch is the only other one I'd really be interested in. I have the Surge and the Wave Plus, so, and I've also got the Raptor. I just hate a spicy ass piece of chicken. Yeah, Rob, that might hurt you more in the morning than now. Yes, sir, the Crunch, not to be confused with the Mr. Crunch. Yes, yes. Yes, two different things. The Mr. Crunch and the Crunch are two different tools. You're absolutely right. Man, when they came out, did you see they came out with the garage version or something? That thing was like up $250 and that, or some insane price. And then people were trying to sell it for like, like $400 or $500 like the next week. Yeah, the Leatherman Mutt EOD. Yeah, that's another good one too there, Neil McKenzie. Yeah, the Leatherman Mutt. Yeah, that's isn't the EOD the only thing different about the EOD one, right? Is they've got the a C4 spike on it for setting charges. Newhouse, I've been looking on eBay for a Crunch, but they act like they're made of gold. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, Chaos. Yeah, some of those models, if you go looking for them, yeah, they hundreds of dollars, like above the cost. If I end up at an estate sale soon, I'll be looking for that stuff. Leatherman, old bucks, all that. Yeah, weren't they only like 130, 140 bucks? Man, I saw them for sale a few times, but I kept I was holding out for the black oxide one. Like, cause I have my Surges in the black oxide. I like it. And then the Wave Plus is in the black oxide. But yeah, I was looking to get a yeah, little bit of wear there. Yeah, I was looking to get a Crunch in black oxide, but yeah, I never came across that. Last one I was at, they had some case knives, but I was unaware of the fanboy, so I didn't grab any. If you can find one for $150 in decent condition, snag it. I paid $175 new for mine. Oh, really, Newhouse? Yeah. I can only imagine what people are selling the new ones for. Just check eBay every other month like I do, yeah. I don't know. eBay's gotten so expensive, man. Most people, most of the time I look something up on eBay now, it's coming out like way over what retail was. On everything, like people are just selling everything like grossly over retail. Or they bought it before all the inflation hit or something. But yeah, even if it's something selling for $200 right now, I swear there's somebody on eBay trying to get like $300 or $400 out of it. But yeah, I guess people throw crazy stuff up there. Like they'll have some modern art thing, and they'll throw it up there for $1,000 just to see if somebody will buy it. And then there's somebody out there crazy enough to buy it, so people keep doing that stuff. Cannon, brother, welcome to the chat, my man. How was your week? It is good to see you. Cheers, everyone. There's a few pawn shops around me I might see on Monday. Yeah, I'm not even. Man, I don't know. I don't know if there's any pawn shops around me. That might be a good plan. Yeah, go shopping for some knives at a pawn shop. See what kind of deal you can get. Oh, another brutal week. Yeah, I figured you were busy, my man. On the way to work, I'd pass a house with an 8 foot long wide metal dragonfly. Modern art, yeah. I think modern art is just a way to discourage society. Like, don't respect anybody with any talent. We're going to respect people that randomly slap some crap together. We'll call it modern art. We'll put heavy price tags on it. Yeah, I think it's kind of like, like a psyop, like degradation of society. Like we used to be capable of great art, but now all we do is squiggly crayon stuff. No offense, Canon, um, but yeah, yeah. Let's just throw some crayon art up on the wall. Let's bend some wire or something, and yeah, modern art is just money laundering and tax evasion. Yeah, so ugly. It's a modern art masterpiece. Canon, how's Mojo doing? Hopefully Mojo is well. Nobody accidentally stepped on him or anything. Um, Got to be careful with suppressing artists, especially European ones. Yeah, it did. Like, yeah, art died long ago. It's it is. I think it's part of a psyop. I really do. That's a Well, these are conversations for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. I'm gonna pull one of those off. So yeah, guys, pay attention. Some Tuesday night, we'll have Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Conspiracy Central. Which now, I mean, if it's a conspiracy theory nowadays, just wait 6 months, 3 months, it'll be accurate. Um, Absolutely. We should come spray my wall. Banksy is a seriously talented concept, Tony. I have a Banksy's rat tattoo. Goofball is sleeping over the air conditioner vent. Hey, it's hot down here, isn't it? What could possibly go wrong? European art did a lot of things, right? Oh yeah, European art, man. That some of it's just some next level stuff. Um, Speaking of Europe, oh wow, yeah, King Charles or the King of England, right? He didn't do an Easter address, which whatever. It is what it is. But man, he took the time to like cuddle up to Islam again. So he did some whatever new Islam holiday is coming up like next week. It follows Ramadan because we just came off the month of Ramadan. So yeah, I guess I can slow down on my bacon eating now. Um, yeah, but King Charles there, King Charles of England, he did a little address to the Islam religion and wish them well with their little whatever post Ramadan hottie lottie dottie thing they got going on. But yeah, he failed to do an Easter address. So I don't know. I think even King Charles is sold out to Islam. Like it's sad. Like, well, we're on the thing about watching Europe collapse. Why is there no more European art? Well, yeah, it's all bad. Of course he did, and his brother is in jail. Um, yeah, it's multiple folks can't tell me otherwise. Of course he did, and his brother is in jail for. My father used to say, modern art is created by the talentless, sold by the unscrupulous, and purchased by people with so much money they don't know what to do. Yeah. Um, Um, well, I'm back. How's your Friday? Clint, man, my Friday was pretty good. I can't complain. I'm finally feeling better. Like, yeah, I struggled through last Sunday, and yeah, I was just sick as a dog all week, like running fevers and not hungry, and then yeah, you know how it goes. Like, when what ails you, it's gonna run its course. So, but yeah, I'm feeling better still. Like, I don't feel under the weather. I'm just kind of like recouping now. Still got like low energy levels. So, I get you. Western society is being invaded. They just invented new words. Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. Ground fog. They just, yeah. And the crazy part is we're financing it. Yeah, all these third world, illegal imports and stuff. Dude, oh, what is it like? Man, like 320,000 births every year in the United States are from, like foreign people that probably shouldn't be here. But then they end up with their kid ends up with this birthright citizenship. It's like 9 point something, almost 10% of the U.S. population every year is through this this birthright citizenship. So yeah, and a lot of them like they plan their vacations from China. Well, Dragon Country. I don't think we're allowed to talk about that, but yeah, they'll come here for a vacation, intention to like have a kid, and then they have a kid, and then it has dual citizenship because of birthright citizenship. Then they bring the kid back to Dragon Country for some training and stuff. Then they come back later on because they have every right. Like they can vote, they can do whatever, they can corrupt the system. Like, and it's almost 10% of our population every year is this birthright citizenship crap. Um, yep, anchor babies, exactly, yeah. So yeah, there's yeah, yeah, immigration without assimilation is that's an invasion. And yeah, we can see what the invasion is. I mean, look at Boston, look at New York City. Um, yeah, like I don't trust any mayor from China, that's for certain. And wherever the hell it's Mandami's from, yeah, we can do without that. Along with the rest of the third world turds have been letting run rampant around here in like Minneapolis and South Portland, Maine, and Ohio, and yeah, we we need to take out the trash, man. Stop focusing on like the rest of the world, and like yeah, we got to take out the trash here. Oh, Boston is still Irish. I think even Boston's being overrun. Um, yeah, there's been a lot to do with that. Mayor Wu in Boston, yeah, just like corrupting the whole system, bankrupting everything. I think that's part of their plan. That is without a doubt part of their plan is to come here and like defraud the U.S. government out of so much money, like they end up bankrupting us. Between supporting the illegal immigration, all the EBT and Section 8 and all the stuff that all these illegals are getting, along with five-star hotels and everything. What's that one? The Roosevelt or something in New York City costs $575,000 a day to rent out. They've been renting that bad boy out for the past few years, nonstop with people just coming here looking for handouts, looking for freebies. Oh man, it'll be nice. Like somebody's got to wake up and tell like we're a country, not a charity. Like yeah, sorry, not sorry kind of thing. The illegal immigration has got to stop. Like proper immigration, that's fine. But man, you've even got a lot of people saying that like they just need to put a stop to it all for a few years and get it sorted out. A little bit like New York City, yeah. Tony, the last time Boston was Irish when I was there and I left in '99. Yeah. Yeah, that's back when yeah, Cannon, you remember the Dropkick Murphys? They were a huge Boston band. Irish, the Dropkick Murphys. Yeah, even New Hampshire is too close to Mass for me. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like New Hampshire's getting overrun by all the left-minded people. The Democrats have been overrunning New Hampshire for years now. which explains why the homeless population has exploded. Yeah, yeah, the mass holes from Massachusetts. Did you, Dean? That's awesome, man. Can't remember the last time I was up there. All I saw was Irish folks. Yeah, yeah, that's Canada. I'm actually Filipino. I oh look at that. Dean's half Filipino. They're gonna you guys want some snuggle time? Um, you sure as don't sound. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't sound the least bit Filipino. He doesn't. He sounds 0% Filipino, 100% jarhead though. He Cannon's got the jarhead linkety down to a T. I'm down. Dean's down with snuggle time. My governor lined his pockets with 4 billion. They all are. Man, they're all crooked and corrupt now. The whole system. Man, that's why, man, I'm so tired of this left versus right stuff. I mean, it really is. It's kind of like turned into like a cult thing. Like you've got the extreme left cult, the Kool-Aid colored hair with the nose rings, and you've got the extreme right people as well that are just, I think they're at their wits ends with all the stupidity. But yeah, yeah, they're all. I don't know, man. You'll never catch me waving a flag for any politician. That's just that's not happening. I've adopted team. I know 4 Marines and 3 of them are Filipino. I know, right? That's awesome. See, that's the kind of immigrants that the United States needs, though. Really, really. I'm totally serious about that. Like wherever you're from, if you come here, you're gonna assimilate. You want to live the American culture, serve in the U.S. military, whatever branch. And yeah, man, I mean that's just astounding stuff. But yeah, these third worlders that they're bringing here, that they just want us like chill out at Allen's snack bar all the time and push their religion upon everybody. Like that's no assimilation, and that's the whole thing. Like you can find the videos all over, even YouTube, of all these Islamists talking about how it's a takeover and they're going to convert the whole world, and Sharia should be, instated, and we should get rid of the Constitution and practice Sharia law and all. Like, piss off with that. Like, um, that's the whole thing. If you left a third world country because it's a shithole, and you wanted to make life better, why are you bringing that shithole with you? It's just going to create another shithole. I don't think they understand this shithole math. Um, Menendau was born there, raised in Boston. Yeah, most of the Marines I know are psychopaths, and I love it. Yeah. There should never be Sharia law. And yeah, well, that's the whole thing, Dean. There definitely shouldn't be, but they're trying to push it. They're trying to push that epic city in Texas that's their whole point. It's going to be like this whole Islam super epic center, epic city, and it's whatever, blah blah blah. Um, but yeah, yeah, they want to enforce Sharia law. Hell, they don't want anybody owning dogs anymore because dogs are haram. Is that what it's called? Haram? I don't know. Hashtag suck it. Yeah, like I'll tell you, man. If I go to somebody's house, I'm not telling them what their rules are. You know. Um, yeah, because it's an invasion. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. But I know YouTube's gonna shut me down now. They're like, you can't be saying that. They're friendly Muslims. Okay. Haramba, rest in peace, Haramba. Tony, I keep crayons in a holster just for them. Where I'm from, the Philippines is more like fourth world. Grass huts, no running water, no plumbing, no electricity. Yeah, complete shithole. Right. Um, oh yeah, England, man, they've been flying some of the Crusade flags. Yeah, yeah, it's what are the Crusades 52.0 or something, 54.0? Like historically speaking, this has been a problem. I don't know why when they thought of that. Like this is a good plan to import that. Hold on, let's look over to Europe. You know, they're totally kicking the crap out of Europe. So let's invite more of them here. I think, man, I don't know. There's you could speculate on this one a whole lot. Like why would under what logic? Well, I get it. Like cuz like the Sharia thing is kind of like communist socialist based. And that's why they're saying like the left, you know, the Democrats are specifically getting along with Islam is because they hold the same things. I want to know where the feminists are for this crap. Like where are the feminists being like deport Islam, like you know, like we work too hard for women's rights and all this other stuff, and man, Sharia takes over, they won't be voting anymore. They won't be talking back anymore either. They won't be working. They won't be going to school, getting educations. You know, like Sharia law, they'll just be like no woman in the kitchen, and if you you know, you get the slap down for mouthing off. So where's all those pink-headed feminists now protesting that stuff? Um, yeah, deport all the 62 IQ. Yeah, Crusades 2.0. Um, yeah, like, but what? Who thought that was a good plan to import them in the first place? I don't understand it. Train and tribe up. Pick your trench mates now, or they will be chosen for you later. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, guys. Shoot, move, communicate, right? But no, like reach out, like start talking to groups of people, like-minded, you know, people that enjoy stuff like you know, whatever. Maybe you like 12 gauges and corgis. I don't know. You know, I'm sure a lot of people can see eye to eye on this stuff. But yeah, definitely train up. I gotta start doing some rucking and stuff, right? Right, Cannon, rucking. Yeah, man. Hey, step it out. Um, yeah, yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm just really waiting for a little bit better weather, and yeah, not being under the weather that kind of took me out for the week. But yeah, we gotta buckle down and get serious around here. Sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, chaos. I team up with everybody, and Cannon's on point though. Um, train, cold train, hot train because you are hated. Yeah, yeah, man, I do. I gotta acclimatize back to the cold. Yeah, yeah, those those skydiving injuries, I don't worry about it, you know, like not a problem. Yeah, bit of a problem now. So, but we're gonna work past it. Yeah, just suck it up, Buttercup, right? Yeah, last thing I want is an a-hole next to me when it's all on the line. Yeah, wow, what else do we got? Yeah. Man, I got to get some other things going. Does anybody have any suggestions? Like, you guys are all the regulars here. You guys should have a lot of input into this channel. Um, yeah, like, do you guys want to see more lives? Do you want to, yeah, like, should I be doing something on another platform as well? I don't know. I don't know. We got to get this one going. Yeah, yeah, new house, more lives. Yeah, probably throw a couple in during the week. Um, Tony, if you watch my YouTube shorts, you can see I have enough to get it done. Yeah, Chaos. He invests in precious metals. But did you guys hear about that gold drop? Was that just Cannon? I'll be your battle buddy, dude. We'll we'll oh, what's that, man? Did you guys see that new thing? It's supposed to be replacing the Ma Deuce. Man, it's cool. It's like a hybrid 60 or something. Um Exactly. Behind the smiles and fancy words, you are hated, used, and disposable. Don't forget that. Oh yeah, yeah. No, man, we're all disposable. We really are. That's just life. That's modern society. And yeah, yeah, we're hated. We're despised. Yeah, it's definitely a suck fest. B&A with the channel membership. Thanks, B&A. Welcome to the chat, brother. And Rob's knives received it. That's awesome. Hey, that's great. It went to somebody we know. It didn't go to the random troll. So, but B&A, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Of course, we're still in good hands, brother. Still in good hands. Well, I don't know, but it's well taken care of. Now I heard about that drop. Got a buddy who speculates. Yes, yes. Thank you, B&A. We definitely appreciate it, man. Um, but yeah, how have you been doing, Pat? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think they can ever thoroughly replace it, but it's supposed to come in as an additional crew serve weapon. Like I don't think they'll get rid of the Mod Deuce any quicker than they'll get rid of like the M249 or the 60 or anything like that. I mean that they've still got laws in service and stuff. Um, oh, what are those M74s laws? Is that what it is? Um, Me personally, I think one of my all-time favorites is the that M79, the thump gun, the 40 millimeter. Oh yeah, back to work, back to work. How's that going, B&A? Oh, got in a ride on the Gixxer or on the push bike. Yeah, I had a couple things come up, man. I watched some cool motorcycle stuff this week. Um, yeah, some of the Supermoto and then Isle of Man stuff. I watched some of that. Colton, the leg lamp is it's actually it's behind me. Um, yeah, we're gonna bust that out. We're gonna be doing some changes this week, so we're gonna be. I'll bust the leg lamp out again. We'll have to set it up. Oh, okay, what they putting it on ships or what? SV 650. Okay, what they putting it on? BA must feel good to get the bike out of mothballs. Rub it, rub it. MotoGP, the dude crashed on his victory wheelie. Dude, that's well, at least it was on the victory wheelie, right? That shit's priceless, dude. I think everybody's done stupid stuff like that at some point. I did it years ago on a waterfall. It's like a big cascading water drop up in northern New Hampshire. I was whitewater kayaking, and like real technical move, and I picked a good line. I entered it real well. Boom, 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 all the way down. Dude, I got to get up there and get some footage of it. Actually, that would be awesome. But anyhow, yeah, man, I made it down all the technical stuff, and then it comes out into this big kind of pool. And as I came out into the pool, I went to go carve around and just kind of like a little glory lap thing. And like modern kayaks have edges, and I caught an edge, and I just right in the drink, man. Cold weather, mountain runoff. Man, yeah, that water was like 31.9 degrees. Probably colder. It just wasn't freezing because it was moving so much. But yeah, man, all the technical stuff. And then yeah, eat shit for being a glory hound on the glory lap. Being hey, that's one of the upsides to being in Florida. Almost every day is a bike day. Yeah, it is. That's yeah, yeah. Motorcycle. I really want to buy. My mom won't let me get one. Is a Honda Chrome. The gas mileage is insane. Um, Being a upstate Florida or East Florida isn't that expensive if you look around. Oh, I think B&A's invested where he's at. Um, I like the yeah. Yeah, St. Augustine is still cheap, just saying. Where's that one that they screwed up? That city, everything's like a canal, but it just makes like nonstop cul-de-sacs and the traffic sucks. Oh, what's the name of that city? You can always find like cheap property there because everybody hates it. And it's kind of like mostly HOA. Um, just pick up a 2012 Ultra Classic. Yeah, and that's yeah, being self-employed. Well, yeah, it's not easy with your line of work. Um, yeah, I don't even know how business. Like I haven't been to Florida now in years. Wow, that's kind of backwards. Usually I'm in Florida every year, but Will, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Chaos, but y'all got hurricanes though. Yeah, but yeah, Florida you get hurricanes in the northeast. You get like ice storms and nor'easters and lake effect snow and yeah, there's shitty weather no matter where you go. You just got to pick which kind of shitty weather you don't mind the most. I got to get to making deliveries this week. I recently got a helmet that actually is rated for impacts. It's champagne and burgundy. What do I have for a helmet, man? Besides dusty. Wow, man. Yeah. Specialized. Cut the visor. It's rated for crashing for sure. And I've even look. I'm an official YouTuber. I have a GoPro mount on my mountain biking helmet. Like how trendy is that, right? That's one less. I just got to get it hydro-dipped or something multicam now. But yeah, got to have the brain bucket just in case. Canon just put some marine stickers on it, and the bike will be too scared to break down on you. Oh, Cape Coral, is that it? Yeah, where they just did canals like all throughout, and it turned into like, yeah, the traffic sucks. There's no sidewalks. There's no, yeah, it just kind of turned out real goofy. I once bought a straight razor. I was happy with the shave I got, so I celebrated and bought a Harley. Oh, cheesy moon, I'm doing all right. Can't complain too much. Yeah, still a little bit out of energy, still, but getting motivated. Yeah, we got some good weather rolling, and hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, all in all, not too shabby. New, yeah, helmets are expensive too. Like, man, yeah, I've got lists of gear I got to get, and that's yeah, yeah, still gonna get the tarp thing. Yeah, I got to do a whole bunch. So I have a feeling. Well, that's kind of why I'm hoping for some better weather, and then I can just maybe I'll just get out and do something. Something's better than nothing nowadays. So yeah, even if I can just do an overnight camp or something. Your helmets are expensive because they're track rated. Yeah, got any track time coming up, B&A? That would man, I could use some track time. I don't know. I got to jump off a bridge or do something fun. This is cabin fever setting in. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. Oh man, earlier in this week I was just like, yeah, man, I was just glad it didn't snow. We did get some sleet. We had a little sideways stuff, but nothing that really stuck. Um, Yeah. I went from yeah, last week we had a couple of days it was like in the high 50s. Like one day I think it went all the way up to 61. And yeah, now we're back down to like 20 degrees at night and 40 during the day. Of course it's going to be like, windy with a wind chill that brings it down to stupid cold again. But B&A, check out Cycle Gear. Sometimes they have really good sales on helmets. I use the same razor my Crinip's use, still works. Yeah, once I buy tires in a few weeks, I'm ready to go. Might make it to the track in May. Nice, nice. You ever farted and the cyclist behind you smelt it? Oh, I'm sure I have, man. Sometimes I like to go crop dusting in silly stores. Not like if you bored on a Friday night, go do a little crop dusting at the Wally World. You just just do a little crop dusting in one aisle, walk around to the end, walk down the adjacent aisle, and just kind of linger there, waiting for somebody to walk through it. Cannon damage. Oh, now man, I think I'm missing text. I don't think I got the one from Canon. Um, yeah, B&A, how much are them track tire? Yeah, track tires aren't cheap. I'm sure it comes with a hefty price tag. And then how many miles do you get out of them? Hell, he did that at Walmart on a shopping scooter. I was in the bean section. Colin's getting crop dusted from an old ladies be crop dusted at Walmart. It doesn't get much better than that. Oh, okay. All right. 500 plus for tires for the pair. That's not too bad. Man, I'll pay like, man, just for mountain bike tires. Sometimes between like 120, 140 for a good pair of mountain bike tires. Probably get 5 to 6 track days out of them. Yeah. Yeah, tires cost $100 too much and last 100 miles too few. Yeah, it depends. There's like some variables in it, but yeah, anywhere's like for a set of mountain bike tires, yeah, 120 to 150 or so on average. There's some real elaborate, race stuff out there you can get that's like uber lightweight, but super thin, and you get pinch flats and all that. Like the sidewalls suck. But yeah, my e-scooter tire was $50, but if the motor goes, I may as well get a new scooter. Yeah, yeah, that's how. Well, everything's made like that now. It's all throwaway. Like if the little motor goes on it, or like you get in a little fender bender, and they're like, yeah, we're totaling this car. Sadly, we only got a dirt track here, so I'd have to go to Pennsylvania or Virginia for actual track. Yeah, they've got Loudon Speedway here. I don't know if they do motorcycles on it though. I don't think so. But yeah, we're definitely switching it up for the month of yeah, we're in April now, man. March just went way too fast. Yeah, spending the last week or so of it under the weather kind of sucked, but yeah. I paid 120 piece for Michelin's for my e-bike. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, the e-bike tires or the fat tires, those get into some money. I haven't had a fat tire bike yet, but yeah, it's on my list for sure. That's all. Yeah, but man, before I spend like 30, 40, 50 grand on an automobile, I could buy like 40 grand worth of like bicycles, really. Especially on today's economy, I don't even think that's getting into e-bikes. I'd have a garage full of like mountain bikes and stuff before I put a car in it. I always buy run flats for my bikes, but that's just me. I haven't had much luck with those. I wonder how the technology's doing. The run flats and stuff like that. Yeah, or tubeless tires they call them. But it doesn't like you don't save any weight because instead of having a tube in there, you got like a half a gallon of this sludge, like the whatever they call it. You a flat grinder or skinny grind, man? I'm oh man, I don't I'm the right grind for the job kind of grind. My I like a good convex grind. That would be my first preference, probably like most useful for me. But yeah, if I were doing a lot of carving or something like that, I'd probably want a Scandi grind. Flat grinder, yeah. I'm saving up for a larger, better e-bike. Yeah, I've been man. There's two that I've looked at the Rambo Dominator and the Rambo Megatron. They're both kind of like they're definitely like in the mountain bike kind of like what's like they're capable of some weight. You can get like a trailer, you can haul some gear. I've kind of thought about doing some stuff like that. But yeah, those are the two e-bikes I've been looking at. And as far as like standard bikes go, I'm looking at a Specialized Chisel because it's a non-carbon fiber frame. I don't want anything with carbon fiber. As far as like bike frames and things go, no, I'm done with that. That's an absolute waste of money. So yeah, I'm looking at I'd like to get a custom titanium frame. That would be sweet. Titanium frame with front and rear racks, and then yeah, that would be sweet. But yeah, I'm looking into like a chisel, a Specialized Chisel, like cross country mountain bike. Rob, check out the E-Ride Pro SS 2.05 gram, but they're worth it. Yeah. Colton, when it comes to mountain biking, carbon fiber, it fails frequently. A lot of carbon fiber frames break. They don't last very long. Like even like your front tire will kick up rocks, and the down tube right there, where you usually have your water bottle, that tube, it'll start taking chips out of it. It'll put a hole in the frame, and eventually you got pebbles inside the frame. It's not good at all. Um, so yeah, like carbon fiber, like you're gonna save a little bit of weight, which is only gonna make a huge difference if you're racing. Like if you're racing for money, then invest in carbon fiber. You probably won't get more than 2 years out of the frame, and then you're back in. I think that's why they made carbon fiber frames popular, is because you replace them far more frequently than anything else. I've noticed that like carbon fiber frames have overtaken a lot of this stuff. So, but yeah, they're not real reliable. So I'd rather sacrifice a few grams and have a more reliable aluminum frame at minimum, over having carbon fiber. And if I had the money, I would get like a full on titanium frame with like titanium racks and everything. Dude, Tony, I just picked up the Xbox game Trials Fusion for $10 on eBay. Next, yeah, I'm gonna stretch the mini bike for more mobility. Yeah, custom frame will cost you. I'll probably, yeah, geez, I would say a custom titanium frame, depending on what you're actually getting, is going to be in the $3,000 mark. Plus or minus, depending on what you're actually getting. And then probably at least another $1,000 for a front and rear rack. In fact, I'd like to talk to the owner of OMM, Old Man Mountain. I use their racks for years, and I'd like to call them up and say, yeah, I have. Oh, what is it? The OMM. I think it's a Pioneer rack system. Yeah, like what would it take to get that same exact rack system made out of titanium? Yeah, have those racks put on a custom titanium frame. Yeah, that'd be a super bike. Hey, Bushcraft, I saw somebody in England is making well bike repos. They look like old war. Oh, reproduction bikes. Yeah, I'd like to find that paratrooper mountain bike, the one that folded in half, and they were designed so like they could, airborne troops could jump with them, then they'd land with mountain bikes and have their mountain bikes to get somewhere. I'd like to find one of those again. I had a chance at a couple of them. I just, yeah, it wasn't a time in life where I had any place to store it. You ever seen a truck that ran on wood? Be amazing if someone used it for bushcrafting. Oh yeah, yeah, like that runs off that wood gas or something. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that would be interesting. I saw somebody. Yeah, the well bike is like that, but it has a motor. Recommendations on are you wobbies? You mean whoobies? Whoobies? Oh man, you can, yeah, just the standard. I don't know. Yeah, man, if you want to drop some coin, I would go with the Helio Contact, the Swagman roll. Um, but yeah, as far as, yeah, like standard GI issue Whoopie, yeah, they're like a dime a dozen. What are they, like $40 now or something? Sorry, I just got a drunken phone call from my two buddies. I can smell how drunk they were through the phone. Oh, Cannon, you didn't miss too much, man. We've just been talking about gear and this and that and the other thing. You know how it is. Um, yeah, man. Gotta love it when your buddies call up drunk, man. I kind of, I don't have too many people doing that nowadays. Back in the day though, man, there was always somebody calling me at some crazy hour, like 1 o'clock in the morning. They're out skydiving for the weekend and they're partying, and they get into one of those little pissing contests at the bonfire with, no, my rigger said that, no, my rigger said that. Well, screw you, I got my rigger's phone number, I'll call him. And then my phone rings at 2 a.m. and it's some drunk dude like, hey man, remember that time with the Saber 2 and you said, yeah, it's the best parachute ever, right? Yeah, absolutely, dude, best parachute ever. Like, piss off, call me tomorrow, like during like normal hours. Yeah, somebody always drunk dialing the rigger. I have everything I need to build a wood gasifier to run a generator. Could run an old steam donkey. Could truly live on the edge with that running. Um, yeah, no kidding, right? Um, yeah, there's some stuff I want to test out with the channel, like my bug out bike concept. After doing a ton of bike touring and stealth camping and things like that, I'm like, this could definitely be brought to the next level. So I want to kind of do like some bushcraft mountain biking. You can get pretty far off the pavement with a good mountain bike, load it out proper. A cross between bike touring and bike packing. I'm not really sure. I think the only difference between bike touring and bike packing is the types of bags you use. That's it. It's the same damn bike. They just, let's get this super oversized under the saddle bag, and we'll call that bike packing. Oh, and you got to use a frame bag instead of like panniers. I don't know, but even then, some of the bike packing people use panniers. But I don't know. Maybe if they're under a certain size, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think they took something simple and complicated the shit out of it, and now I'm trying to figure out like, well, what is this? What is this video actually going to be called? I'm like, I'm not like, I don't even know bike touring or bike packing. I'm just going to be like camping with shit I put on my bike. Like that way there's no confusion. Like there'll be no stolen valor. Somebody's going to be like, dude, you're not bike touring. That's bike packing. And then the next comment's going to be some other dickhead going, dude, that's not bike packing. That's bike touring. So I'm just going to call it like camping with shit on my bike. Um, I'd like to explore some old growth forests. Yeah, old growth forests are hard to find. Dog tracking is a plus for the bike slick tires. So most if you're trying to hide from scent, it prevents the scent from being thrown in the air. And don't hold on to dirt. Yeah. Yeah, unless you go up to the Pine Barrens or the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Yeah, even then it's man, everything's been cut so much or deforested or burnt down, or that's why, like in the Northeast, like throughout New England, there's all kinds of stone walls, just random stone walls running all through the woods, and you find out that was all like the perimeter farms. Like people would just move the rocks to the outside of the farming area, and so you've got all these rock walls running all over the place throughout the Northeast. And but now they're like in the middle of a forest. So like when you're younger, you're like, what's the point of this? Like, why would somebody just build a wall through the forest like this? But yeah, then you find out it was built 100 plus years ago or something. Crazy, crazy stuff. Um, yeah, yeah, it is. It's really hard to find old growth though. Yeah, or just places now. I think on the like the eastern seaboard is so populated, it's hard to find some place where there's like a mile of woods. It all goes, it's either urban, then it turns into suburbia, and then you might have this little gap, especially like all throughout the eastern seaboard, where there might be nothing, for maybe a mile or two tops. And then you go like back into suburbia, and then it goes into urban, and then you're back in suburbia, and then there might be a little smidge in between. And it progressively got worse year after year, that I noticed. What are some funny things you did as a young person? I don't know. Funny things I did as a young person. I don't know. I think everything I did was kind of stupid. I don't know. I wasn't really trying to do funny. Yeah, I did a lot of like stupid rock climbing stuff and kayaking and things like that. Arturo, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, I don't know. Probably the dumbest, funniest thing I ever did. Like anybody remember the song like Stop Hammer Time, MC Hammer, Stop Hammer Time. Yeah, me and one of my buddies made a stencil that said Hammer Time, and we went around like tagging all the stop signs so everybody pulled up. So when you pulled up to a stop sign, it said Stop Hammer Time. It was a thing we did throughout. Um, yeah, yeah, that was probably about the funniest thing I ever did. Not, I don't know. I rafted down the entire Potomac. Stupidity, had to walk around dams. Tony, I used to hand build stone walls when I lived in New Hampshire. Smash trash cans with a baseball bat. Yeah, no, I never got into that. I never did the mailbox thing either because that's kind of like vandalism. Like that's like it's destroying somebody's personal property. Tagging a few stop signs on the city. That's yeah, I don't know. God, man, I broke my foot in two places going out a sliding glass door. Oh yeah, I climbed a few churches back in the day. Yeah, I was big time into rock climbing back in the day. So yeah, yeah, I chalked up and climbed a few churches. It was back before bouldering was a thing. Urban bouldering, isn't that what they're calling it now? That's the new label. Urban bouldering. Um, yeah, I've seen a few things. Like everybody's so needy of a title now. Like man, there was very few titles in rock climbing. You were either like free climbing or you were aid climbing. There wasn't all this bouldering, sport climbing, trad climbing. Yeah, everything needed. Now there's urban bouldering. Of course, there's the indoor pulling on plastic. But yeah, yeah, a lot of new sports. I had a kid smash my mailbox, so I put a big chunk of lead in it, fix that problem. Yeah, you ever climb a building and slept there? I've never climbed a building and slept there. I've climbed a cliff and slept on the side of a cliff, but I've never climbed a building and slept on a building. Um, if you don't want me to climb something, don't make it perfect for me to climb. Yeah, exactly. That's got five fun written all over it, man. What a little magnesium carbonate and some sticky rubber shoes, and we're in like Flint. They actually, man, they have this new level rubber. I just saw it. Um, like yeah, this like super rock climbing rubber. It actually sticks to the wall, or that like you can stick the two shoes together. Like you can take the shoes, stick them together, and then you got to like peel them apart. I don't know how long those are going to last. If the rubber is that soft, you're going to be down to the rand in no time. Yeah, in fact, there's man, I want to make another trip up there. There's a really cool ledge on Cathedral Ledge in North Conway, New Hampshire, where it was famous. This guy Henry Barber camped out there like back in the early '70s and put up all these really intense climbing routes. So there's no first ascents left there, but it's a great like big ledge you can camp on and have a good time. You know, hang out there, make yourself some freeze dried eggs in the morning or something. Throw a lot of hot sauce on it. I never climbed anything, but I ran up the Bunker Hill Monument for PT in the morning when I was in the delayed entry program. It's only worse when it's your wedding and you have been drunk and lost on top of a building. You can't sunburning. Oh, like the movie Hangover? Yeah, yeah. I don't think I wouldn't be overly concerned with that. Yeah, if you ever want to climb something, don't make it perfect. Yeah. Do I smoke sometimes? Do you? We call it low altitude lung training. It's good for you. Um, Only when I don't lube properly. Hell yeah, smoked brisket. We got to make some ribs. We're gonna do it 80s style too. We got to get some spaghettios and spam going. A little spam witch out there camping. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, it's kind of funny. I learned a lesson years ago. I knew a guy who he didn't smoke, he didn't drink, he exercised, he did everything absolutely perfectly. He made sure he ate his greens and all that other stuff. And yeah, he went to the Elliott Hospital to do a stress test, you know, where they put you on a treadmill and they test you, you know, like when you're 50 years old. And the guy was a health freak. And there he was running on a treadmill. His heart literally exploded. Like he had some defect in his heart and it blew a giant hole in his heart. And in a hospital, you know, in a modern hospital and everything like that. Hey, the guy didn't make it. Yeah, he was like 51 or 52 years old. Um, yeah, left a widow, the whole 9 yards, but he thought he did everything perfectly. But in the end, it didn't matter. Um, Something's gonna take you out of this world. I've been dancing with the devil my whole life. I'm still here. Um, very little concern. Oh, Slingburger, it's the Leatherman Surge and the Leatherman Wave Plus, both in black oxide. Yeah, have you seen the prices? No, I haven't seen the prices on brisket lately. Spam doesn't taste the same. Nothing. Is it just me? Yeah, everything's kind of changed a bit. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, man, food has changed. Have you seen those aftermarket hammer add-ons that go on the end there? I've been thinking about getting those. They're kind of pricey though. But yeah, I thought about yeah, you have a hammer. They make it for the Surge, the Wave Plus, the Signal. I guess there's some argument going on in the world who designed it right now. Like I guess there's like two or three people making them, and one guy's like, he stole my design, and the other guy's like, no, that was my design first. You stole it from me. Um, yeah, those are kind of some cool add-ons. I thought about getting the aftermarket thumb studs too. But these are, you know, it's kind of awkward being left-handed because, well, I can open some of the stuff, um, but the primary stuff is right-handed. So yeah, I thought about getting the thumb tab upgrades. I'll tell you, Leatherman's a money pit. Not just the cost of Leatherman up front, but if you really wanted to, like pimp my Leatherman, dude, you can dump a couple $100 into your $160 Leatherman. Those Leathermen are always arguing. SpaghettiOs are nasty now too. I ate some after I had my. Are they? Yeah, man. I haven't had that stuff in years and years. I was kind of wanting to do it for nostalgia, but yeah, like most things, it's just not the same anymore. Yeah, they've changed the ingredients. They added preservatives. I mean, gosh, I mean, they're pretty much outright saying they're poisoning us. Nobody does anything about it. So yeah, I've kind of tried to refrain from a lot of that stuff, really. But yeah, speaking of slings, man, slingshot season, man, I got to get in some slingy thingy time. I really do enjoy that. Man, like I do. I think the slingshot is like pocket size archery, and everybody just looks at it like, oh, it's a silly little slingshot, so nobody harasses you. Like even even the Karens kind of leave you alone, which is, I mean, that's a plus, right? I mean, I'm sure there's some Karen that's going to be like, you're going to shoot your eye out, but no, for the most part, even the Karens leave you alone. I got my mud at a garage sale for $10, then $30 for replacement bits and pieces. Yeah, Neil, I gotta start finding some deals like that. Man, I would love to find a few Leathermans at a garage sale or something for $10. Um, yeah, like you said, even if you got to put parts into it, even if you had to replace the blade, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. Very nice tools. What do you have today? The Granfors Brooks Wildlife Hatchet, the Predator Tools Model 85C Crusader hand digging tool, the Phobos knives Tier 1 BC and Magna Cut here. And then a Silky Outback Gomboy 240, and then the Leatherman Surge. I got a Leatherman Wave over here. It wasn't really just random. Can't find whipped cream or ice cream now. It's always whipped or frozen dairy topping. I fucking hate Karens. Find a purpose, get a hobby. Yeah, yeah. Ground fog with words of wisdom is again, right? Yeah, man. I don't know where did Karens come from? Like it became a thing all of a sudden. Like back in the day, man, there was always some crazy old lady that would yell at you like stay off the lawn kind of stuff. But now like this Karen stuff is next level. They're out there like telling you can't fish and yeah, I don't know. There's like I think there's like for every crazy situation, there's a Karen with a unique amount of craziness to come and get involved. You should try B&M bread in a can. Oh, I think I have, man. I've even had some of that Amish bacon in a can. I got to get that as like survival food now. It's expensive though. Who makes us? It's like $35 for like a 1 pound can of bacon. Like, but oh, it's delicious, man. It's 100% real bacon. Um, Karens need loving too. Yeah, that's why they have their cats, Pat. I think Karens are like old cat ladies in training or something. Just not for me. And they always have. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole new level of Karen. That's like yeah, with the Kool-Aid colored hair and the nose ring theory and that fancy little Karen haircut. Oh, I watched some video this week of I gotta learn how to send you guys videos and stuff. Um but yeah, it was on like this Democratic meeting and they were all too worried about their feelings, but they actually created like the race card. Like they had like this gender card, like it was yellow for gender and pink for if you're a minority or something, if you're a person of color, POC or whatever. Like it was all this unofficial and they never got anything done because they were all talking about how like please stop clapping and stuff, it affects my anxiety or whatever. Yeah, just completely like unrealistic requests from these people. Like you're just how do these people function in society? There's something they're genetically defunct, or I don't know what it is. But man, it's a whole new level of stupid. Karens are Democrat spawn. As the middle child of a Karen named Karen, I need to know the answer to your question. Karens have always been there. We just point them out more now. Look up the Nico Ortiz Karen videos on YouTube, but they're priceless. Oh yeah, I've heard of that guy, Nico Ortiz. Yeah, you know who else? Oh, what's that dude? Zeducation. Anybody watch any of that? Zeducation. For an Air Force guy, he's pretty funny. Um, yeah, he's in on the game too. Cannon, you'd fit in there as well, brother. Zeducation. Some of them are hot as hell, but they're had. I know. I've seen a couple of them. Man, they're just. Or yeah, they started off like gorgeous, but then they went down that rabbit hole and they got their septum ring and their goofy looking face tattoo and their Kool-Aid colored hair, and they're like, "Why doesn't anybody want to date me?" It's because you look like a fucking Rainbow Bright doll. You sick, twisted individual. Like what is that? And it's always that college indoctrination. You know, like they start college real pretty, but then they come out like ugly as a fart. Like a chunky fart too, so it's not really a fart if you know what I'm saying. Nico's funny, man. Yeah. Rob, check out Donut Operator TV too. Um, yeah, and then oh yeah, some of these I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so glad to like I watch a little bit of the craziness and I'm like, all right, Mrs. Bushcraft, like I'm happy. I mean she's batshit crazy, but she knows she's batshit crazy, and she does a pretty good job keeping it in check. You know, Rob, check it. Yeah, it is. It's freakshow.com. But yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she at least she keeps her craziness in check, and she doesn't nag me, or if anything, like yeah, she's real supportive. I don't know, maybe she just doesn't want to talk to me, but she'll be like, hey, why don't you do a live? Is that? Hold on, I might be confusing her like ditching me for being supportive. She's always like, I'm sure B and A would appreciate it if you did a live today, or like how's Chaos Theory doing? You should do a live. You should have like one of your little group chats. Um, if they have Kool-Aid colored hair, I know automatically to avoid them. It's like a poison dart frog. Yeah, they're all strong, independent women until they need something done other than shopping for dollies. Man, you're just naming people I watch regularly. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing, man. People, birds of a feather tend to flock together. Um, yeah, um, yeah, they're all in strong, independent woman. Yeah, until it comes time to shovel the driveway or get drafted or something. Then they're like, whoa, whoa, no, no, what kind of sandwich did you want? Um, yeah, no, Mrs. Bushcraft, she's old school like that. She doesn't fall into those categories. Um, yeah, fortunately. Well, no, to be honest, if she was, it would have never worked out for us. It just wouldn't. Um, Rob, that I know we're both on the same page. Yeah, yeah, and that's a good thing. Then we know we're on the same page. Yeah. There's great minds think alike. Some don't think at all, but yeah, there's a separate crowd for those people. Um, Draft is going to make the kitchen great. Yeah, the draft is going to make the kitchen great again. Yeah, absolutely, Ground Fog. You're not wrong there either. Um, yeah, they're already complaining about it. Like they upped the age of service up to 42 now, so you can enlist up to the age of 42. But yeah, yeah, I don't see a whole lot of that crowd. Like they're not volunteering. Yeah, they're what do you mean the draft? Like, oh yeah. Did you want mustard on that sandwich? Strong independent women at work until they can't open something. How many feminists does it take to screw in a light bulb? Not, yeah, they never got the job done. They were too busy arguing over it. Take them back to the Leering Center. Yeah, all of them back to the Leering Center. Back to the RTR tent. Um, and good times are had by all. Yeah, Mrs. Bush, like we believe in gender differences. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like she's capable of it. Like, she's a far more empathetic person than I am. You know, she's like nurturing and things like that. Like, she's substantially more nurturing than I am. Um, but yeah, I get the physical, the manual labor done, things like that. Yeah, we agree. We agree on quite a bit. And yeah, if I'm spending 3 hours out there, you know, shoveling a foot and a half of snow, she doesn't have a problem grabbing me a cup of coffee. So 5-1 to screw in the light bulb, 4 to start the support group. Yeah. Marine Corps Grey Wolf Battalion. What's that cannon? The Grey Wolf Battalion? Yeah, they got it going on over there in Iran though. I don't know what the I don't know what they're doing. I kind of lost track of some of it. But yeah, I know they had like those two Marine Expeditionary units headed that way. I don't know that they've done anything yet. Um, but it's some pretty interesting stuff. I have a friend going into Kuwait in August or July. Dave James is in the chat. Meow. How you doing? Good to see you, my man. How goes it? How goes it with you? Hopefully everything's going well. Yeah. Hey, we're here. We're at it again. What could possibly go wrong, right, guys? Yeah, yeah. You little spider co salute here. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know, man. The whole Middle East is blowing up now. Yeah, Iran's been launching everything and everybody. Like, Dubai got slapped a couple times. Kuwait, I mean, like, who else? Baghdad, man, they're attacking everything everywhere. I think we got to open a full case of whoop ass on them. You know, cut the leash on the devil dog, send them in, let them do their thing, get this over with. It is an April Fool's joke. They said the Marine Corps was taking people at 45. Oh, the Marine Corps said 45. I heard it was 42, but yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. How many 45-year-olds can make it through boot camp? Like, how many 45-year-olds could make it through like Marine Corps boot camp? Like, realistically. Cannon, send that video to Bush after the live. Yeah. I've grown up like my Spider Co. How is the Spider Co treating you these days, Dave? What would Ricky Bobby do? Considering the number of women who do. Um, yeah, what else did I see about that stuff, man? Oh yeah, brain fart, brain fog. Um, yeah, man. There's yeah. So that's they're talking about the draft stuff, but whatever. Who knows about that? Um, yeah. What else we got? I've grown to like it now. I've got it scary. Oh, that's good. Yeah. What'd you end up doing to sharpen it? I kind of like a toothy edge. I tend to cut a lot of fibrous stuff. So I'll find that, if you've got that glass polish, that super edge, it doesn't actually cut as well as like a toothy edge. Depends on what you're cutting, of course. I did it one, and yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, how many people are actually going to make it through boot camp? And like, I mean, they got to do something. Like, is 70? Yeah, it was 77% of Gen Z is ineligible for military service. For one of the major disqualifying factors, and with like the number one being like mental health issues, number two is like drug issues, you know. Oh, 1,200 and a strop. Nice. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, that this that's I don't know. Yeah, like I think stropping is a game changer for most people sharpening experience. Like I wasn't into stropping for quite a while. It just wasn't, and then I got into it and I was like, wow, that does make an awesome difference. But yeah, that's man, that's scary when you know that like 77% of Gen Z like hasn't qualified for the military. Like they never will. They're not qualified. That's like wow, man, only 23% of Gen Z is competent enough to join the military. We're yeah, we're screwed with that one. And then meanwhile, we got the invasion going on here stateside. Well, hopefully that'll sort itself out. That's got to come to an end. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Yeah, be careful out there, man. There's all sorts of crazy going on, and yeah, yeah, just everywhere you turn around, it's I don't know. Like there's some places I'm like concerned about, you know, camping and stuff like that because the homeless population is so big. LC, what's happening? LC Buell, welcome to the chat, my man. How are you doing? Always a pleasure to see you. We'll run this one a little bit longer. There's some regulars coming in. Um, oh, it is an April Fool's joke. No, yeah, I've heard the. Maybe that's the joke end of it. That just means the zombie apocalypse is gonna be lit. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, there you go, man. The zombie apocalypse is gonna be lit. Um, yeah, yeah. That's why I camp in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, but that's the whole thing, Tony Gilbert. The middle of nowhere is getting extremely difficult to find. All the middle of nowheres that I used to camp at, and I'm not exaggerating. It is going to become like, you guys will see it in the upcoming months. There's going to be some spots I used to camp at when now you go there, you're like, it's just overrun by homeless people. Or if the homeless people are gone, it's the trashy kind of homeless people that trashed it. So yeah, I don't wanna camp someplace where I might roll over on a syringe and, you know, catch some herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea stuff, you know? Like that's just bad. Now it's full of places with no people. Yeah, West Virginia's got a lot of open territory still, but yeah, New Hampshire is getting overrun. Like Massachusetts takes all its rejects and puts them on a bus and sends them up to New Hampshire, and they take over quite a bit of property. And then they like to raise our prices too because like New Hampshire is just like Massachusetts vacation state if you ask them. Like they're grossly overpopulated and you know they got like that big stinkhole named Boston and everything. So they come up here and they buy all the lake houses and everything like that, drive property values way up. But yeah, yeah, like Massachusetts will literally ship busloads of homeless people up to New Hampshire. Um, So I was cutting through my 70-year-old neighbor's house to see my friend that just had surgery on his neck, and some peckerwood wanted to start some drama. Texas is gold for now. Oh, they ship them in there too, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Massachusetts. They ship a lot of people up here. Yeah, yeah. The ones that they don't want, the ones that are a burden on society. You know, all the lawyers, the engineers, the doctors, the dentists. You know, all the professionals. Yeah, they send them up here to take up our street corners. Hergesville is gonna AIDS. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that would be the thing. Imagine that, like just rolling over on a syringe, and then oh, that would suck. Yeah, then you catch something. Of course, like penicillin's not going to work. It's going to be some drug resistant strain to super syphilis, which is a thing now. Yeah, like there's super syphilis. It's going around Atlanta, Georgia, a few other places. I guess hookup cultures caused a super strain of syphilis. Anthrax. Yeah, yeah, Adam, right? But wow, yeah, there's super syphilis going around now thanks to hookup culture. I guess that's what they're blaming it on. I think it probably came out of some lab somewhere starting with a W. Who knows? But yeah, I think it most likely came out of a lab. I don't think it was hookup culture that caused the super strain of syphilis to be going around, but there is. Society's falling apart when like that's like something like, why did that even come up in my feed? Oh no, the consequences of my own choices. Yeah, yeah, accountability, responsibility. Quite frankly, yeah. If you come down with something, it's probably your own doing. Like morals, ethics, things like that. What's that? It's sadly a thing. My missus, it is, yeah, yeah. Tony Gilbert, yeah, his missus works in healthcare. Yeah, it is. I'm not even joking, guys. Yeah, there's a super syphilis strain out there. There's not just like the STDs. There's all kinds of other things that are becoming like drug resistant or resistant to antibiotics. Like that's the thing that like the miracle cure penicillin, they used it so much that now there's a whole bunch of stuff that penicillin no longer works on. Yeah, whatever virus, disease, it's mutated into something that just penicillin doesn't work on anymore. Then they've got like stronger stuff, amoxicillin, blah blah blah. But yeah, there's some strains of stuff that nothing works on anymore, and that they have like specific spots in like nursing homes and things where they put people like that. Adam, I rolled around in that. You're gonna catch something. Turpentine won't take. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna catch something. Turpentine won't take off. What's people's views? Are we really on our way to the moon or not? Oh, Dave, but yeah, are we on our way to the moon or not? That's an excellent question. That came up, didn't it? Right? Like I thought it was an April Fool's joke at first. See, that's how AI messes with our minds. I've seen so much AI slop that when you're like, no, we're not really going back to the moon. Like they've been talking about that for years. That when it actually happens, they screwed up and did it on April 1st. And at first I was like, oh, I'm not falling for that April Fool's joke. But yeah, anybody think it's yeah, is it the moon hoax 2.0, or are they legit going there? Because there's all kinds of problems that they've running into already. Did you hear that the shitter broke? Yeah, all that's millions and millions of dollars and decades of preparation, and the shitter broke. That's wow, we live in a sad world. Who's man? And that Howard, right? The Big Bang Theory, wasn't he the designer of the space toilet? No, but whoever did and screwed it up, like you had one job to do, my man. Like it can't be like what went wrong? Chaos Mind too. Got everything here. The perks of marrying a nurse. Oh yeah, yeah, Tony. There are perks to marrying nurses, no doubt about it. Yeah, that was my second mistake. No, no, but it's especially like when your occupation is idiot that jumps out of airplanes. Yeah, having friends and family that are medically capable is a massive plus. They actually, yeah, they let me out of the hospital because I could get home care. Speaking of the disease, do the vaccinated count? To infinity and beyond, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the vaccines, man. What didn't the vaccines cause like 74% of the fatalities? Wasn't it something like that? So yeah, the cure was worse than the disease. Well, that's something they don't want you talking about. Like that'll get you shut down quick like a bunny. You can't be saying that because yeah. Wow. Hey, there was more information on Bill Gates there. What a turd nugget he is. On how like that whole thing was way more planned. It was apparently it was in the manila folders in which we were not allowed to talk about. But there was information about yeah, Bill Gates there like setting that stuff up. Anybody see that interview where he's like, yeah, they're looking to take people out with vaccines? Like he's one of those we need a smaller population on the planet. I need to get a stapler. Yeah, she stitched me up more times than I can count. Yeah. Oh, ground fog? You're talking like a surgical stapler, like for closing up big lacerations and stuff. Check out Dynamed. Dynamed has almost everything you could possibly want for like all your like emergency medical type situations. Dermal, yeah. Check out Dynamed. You can get like the whole, and they'll even have like the sterile staples and everything that you can. Yeah, they've got everything, man. But it's all quality stuff, man. Just don't get sticker shock. Like you can load out an entire ambulance off a Dynamed. You could probably load out an entire emergency room off a Dynamed. Yeah, that's exactly how you spell it too. There, ground fog. Yeah, Dynamed. Um, they even have training supplies there, and yeah, back when I was, I did a little bit of EMT work. I did my EMT intermediate and stuff. Um, and I was riding like part time volunteer for Tri Town Ambulance, and that's when I learned what EMS actually means. Like most people think EMS is emergency medical services, but it's not. EMS actually stands for earned money sleeping because they'll throw you on like these 20-hour shifts with nothing to do other than sit around, eat food, and watch movies. I think that's why EMTs and paramedics they start off like fit like they're going to be like saving the world, but then they end up overweight in no time. But yeah, that's where I got a lot of my training supplies and built some of my own kits and everything when I was doing my doing that EMT stuff. Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's quite a few places you can buy that quick clot. It's expensive. They got like a bandage version you can use for like packing and stuff. I got quick clot at Publix. Yeah, there you go. You got quick clot at Publix. Yeah, you can buy that stuff most anywhere now. Um, yeah, earn money sleeping, and it is, man. It's not what you like. You thought you were gonna be like what was that old man? It was like a '70s show, like Rescue 911 or something. What was that show like Rampart? Come on now. Like yeah, but you thought it was gonna be like you're gonna be like rappelling down a cliff and saving people. Like later, I learned that's called steep hill rescue. I learned about that stuff years earlier, actually. But the actual EMT version of it, like you don't do shit. Yeah, it is. It's kind of more like Reno 911. Like the number one call I always went on was like grandma doesn't have anybody visiting her. So she's got something wrong with her. She slipped and fell and she's got to go to the hospital. But it's just lonely older people that need conversation. Like you should have reached out to the church and had somebody come out and play cards with you. Instead, they act like something's wrong, and you just, I mean, like I understand it and all, but you still have to sterilize the back of that ambulance and everything. It's a whole lot of work for somebody that just wanted to have a conversation. Very rarely was there anything like in the Tri-Town area I was in. Is like Pembroke, Allenstown, New Hampshire. Yeah, it was just and yeah, it was one of those things I did while I was working on my skydiving career. I always have a plan B, and it's also good to have like some like any type of medical training you could ever get. You should like go for it. Like I started taking like first aid and CPR courses and stuff in the Civil Air Patrol. We did a lot of first aid training through the American Red Cross. Yeah, and then when I was on active duty, I took the Combat Lifesavers course, which that was a hoot. Yeah, back then we were still doing like intravenous infusions, IVs. Dude, I thought for sure I was gonna leave the army looking like a junkie, like track marks up both arms just from Your buddy's got to stick you with an IV, and then you got to stick them back, and just a small percentage of it may have been revenge. It's like, dude, are you even trying, or are you just like sticking a needle in my arm for like shits and giggles? Uh, have you seen the now public data on vaccine damage to female reproductive systems? What do we think? Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't looked it up in a while, ground fog, but yeah, the long term effects of the Fauci ouchie. I have a feeling we're going to be discovering them for years. Um, they got Narcan at Walmart now. They got really. Is it free, or do you have to buy the Narcan? I don't know. That might be worth having though, as like a first. Not that you would want to use it on somebody who's like I'm a junkie and I just OD'd. But what if you're like in a group of people and somebody picks something up? Like they throw that stuff on $20 bills and stuff for the fun of it. Um, True, Tony. There's some wild data on the effects of garments and shoes as well. Yeah, yeah. Some of the outdoor stuff we've been using for years. A lot of that high end Gore-Tex and synthetic clothing and everything. Yeah, like there's a lot of studies on that. That stuff is just like your clothing is poisoning you, the food is poisoning you. Yeah, they're just poisoning everybody nowadays. It's some scary stuff, man. Yeah, Gore-Tex is a scam. That stuff never worked right. I think it's yeah. The problem is like the membrane is so fine, like it has to be like a vapor for the moisture to go through or something. So it does let a little bit of moisture. Like I've seen like up in northern New Hampshire, I was using it was a Mountain Hardware. It was an ethereal FTX parka and like outdoor setup. But you could see on the sleeves and everything, like where the moisture would come through, and it was so cold. It was like in the negatives, and the droplets would come out of the Gore-Tex and freeze on the outside. So like it was kind of working, but what happens, those pores get clogged up real quick, and then it's like just wearing a rain jacket. You end up you either open the pit zips and everything else and let it vent, or you end up like soaking wet, like wearing a traditional like rain jacket. Sorry, just on the phone with the cops. Elsie, did you invite him to the live? That's why I stick to fabric. You gotta treat it, but yeah, it's real. I haven't gone down the hemp rabbit hole yet, but I've heard some interesting things. Fog, hemp is okay. Most folks don't wind it tight enough, especially with the machine looms. Yeah, Gore-Tex does kind of suck. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, it's all crazy. Like I don't know, everything's bad for you now. Like the whole food pyramid got flipped upside down, which makes more sense, really. Like it makes more sense to have a higher protein intake than a carbohydrate intake. And yeah, all the micros and macros, and now you break all that down. Yeah, they're saying that like people eating lots of this modern bread. It's like crazy high in sugar, and most people don't realize that's where a lot of the type 2 diabetes is coming from. There's no way to be waterproof in beer. Yeah. Yeah, Colton, I think you're right. I think the best way to do that, it's called an umbrella. Yeah, and I think that's why I know a lot of hikers and stuff that got into using an umbrella over a rain jacket and stuff. They slot it down the side of their pack like a hatchet, but just not as cool. Um, and then yeah, they just bust out an umbrella. Keto is the way to go, eating 3 times a week. So you think that like fasting for like 36 hours at a time and stuff, that's legit? But I've noticed, yeah, when I'm outdoors doing stuff, I don't get hungry. Like I get hungry occasionally, but I'm like legitimately hungry. It's not like this. Like, why is it when you're doing nothing all day, you want to eat 3, 4, 5 times a day? But when you're busy doing stuff, you're hiking and everything, yeah, or out enjoying some camping, some fresh air. Yeah, like I can go all day without eating and not even realize it. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah, I've heard that. I stick to sourdough. Can't beat it. I got a golf umbrella on the side of my pack. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Cannon. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that. Like, yeah, they've got, you can find umbrella. It's supposed to help with thermal imaging as well. Like, if you hold an umbrella out away from you, it's going to create a barrier. Um, right, yeah, protein takes longer to digest. You're right. It uses more calories to digest as well. But also, like, protein can be broken down and used into energy. It can also, well, it's broken down into amino acids for muscle repair, things like that. But you can also use it for energy versus carbohydrates. They don't break down into amino acids. They don't really help with anything other than energy. I snack while I hike. I graze like a cow. Yeah, I've done that quite a bit, Rob. Yeah, especially if you run across like a blueberry patch or a blackberry patch or something. Yeah, mainly off grid. Welcome to the chat. What's happening, my man? Oh, we're normal shenanigans. I think, yeah, we're talking about some different gear stuff, things that have changed, and stuff that we thought was good for us but isn't good for us. Like Gore-Tex, for example, or some of this nasty food that they're calling food. Like, yeah, how do you get a loaf of bread from the grocery store? And like you forget about it. Like a month later, you're like, oh, this is gonna be. But there's not a single thing of mold. Like bread doesn't mold anymore. Like that's like, okay, don't buy that anymore. That can't be real. Protein breakdown is useful for recycling. They call it autophagy. Yeah, rabbit starvation is real. Um, Ponchos and capes may not be cool for commuting to your office job. Yeah, yeah, ground fog. You're definitely right. Yeah. Oh, who is it? In fact, Heliocon Tech has a pretty cool poncho. It's actually designed to go over your ruck. So yeah, you don't end up with that. It's super short in the back or anything. Um, yeah, Heliocon Tech makes. I've checked it out a few times. But yeah, there's something to be said for the ponchos and capes and stuff. They're not quite as trendy. I don't know. Depends on. I don't know. We could call it modern art. Oh, this is the 2026 rain cape. That'll be cool. They got like wraps and everything as well. All kinds of stuff. But yeah, guys, we're definitely over the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna try to get in another short one tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm feeling well enough now. I'm gonna do up another. We're gonna do our pre-members live because we're still like a member or two short of doing channel or yeah, the members only live. So I'm gonna do a live tomorrow. What time do you guys like? 6 p.m. I think I'm gonna run it a little bit earlier than I normally do. But yeah, we're going live again Sunday morning. So yeah, I'll plan on 6 p.m. for tomorrow. Might even do, I don't know, might even do another one tomorrow morning. But definitely 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, turn my rigger on. Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Bushcraft got me on that one the other day. Yeah, I had my ringer off most of the week. Sorry, guys. Or at least until Wednesday. Oh yeah, Dave. I spent man a few days. I was real sick last Sunday. Yeah, it was a couple of days of running a fever, and then like sinus like I was all congested. It was a pretty rough week. I'm still coming off the tail end of it. Like I'm not feeling like run down sick. I'm at the part where you're trying to recoup your energy from being sick. Like I'm not feeling under the weather. I just lack of energy at this point. So yeah, a couple few more hours of sleep, I'll be good to go for a couple more months. But yeah, did I miss anything? But yeah, you guys have an awesome evening. I'll talk to everybody sooner than later. We'll definitely do this again tomorrow. Be careful out there, guys. Get out there, do something, have some fun. Do some biking or cycling or hiking or whatever it is, slingshotting, BBs, whatever, wet you whistle. But yeah, we'll definitely see you guys on that tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Yeah, that's a plan. We'll come up with something. Maybe we'll go over some silky saws or something. We'll come up with something for tomorrow night. But yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, it's getting better slowly but surely. We're getting there. But yeah, we'll as of meow, we're gonna call this the end. But yeah, guys, be careful out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Like maintain some situational awareness. Stay alert, stay alive, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Good night, all.